Cover by, starting faster than you can say Shazam. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm really excited for Cover By today, especially because we have a special guest. Bronze Age Bryon is not only a great friend to me, who puts out his own amazing content, but he's been such a huge supporter of my channel, my content, and especially the Cover By series. So Bronze Age Bryon picked out today's covers that are going to do battle with one another. The loser will be saying bye to. But as for what he's picking and why, here's Bronze Age Bryon himself to tell you.
What's up, Bronze Age believers? Bryon here, and I've picked out a couple of big red cheesy comics for this edition of Cover By. Shazam is my jam, and I'm thrilled to be talking about these two covers from Volume 3. Cover A for Shazam issue number 3 of the run is by veteran artist Dale Eaglesham and features the wonderful worm Mr. Mind, who made his first appearance in Captain Marvel Adventures issue number 26 way back in 1943. Now, even though Mr. Mind is featured here, he only appears on the cover and has nothing to do with the interior story and does not even appear on a single page of the comic. I do like everything about this cover, though. Shazam boiling in a cauldron as Mr. Mind looms overhead, casting some sort of spell by candlelight, plus the attention to detail within the lair. The bubbling brew and panel on his squawk box are all perfect. Now, Shazam doesn't have the best rogues gallery of villains, I'll admit, but the minute alien worm Mr. Mind was always one of my favorites, reading the comics as a kid and watching the Kids Superpower Hour Saturday morning cartoon on Saturdays. Which brings us to Cover B by Canadian artist Michael Cho, who has done a few covers for this run on Shazam. His work here is a callback, in my opinion, to some of the pop culture stylings of Roy Lichtenstein and Andy Warhol, both of whom were often inspired by comic strips in their art. Cho's cover also echoes some of the original Shazam artist C.C. Beck's look, especially in the jaw and overall shape of the OG Captain Marvel's head and hairline. The minimal but bright colors all pop, and the use of shadow and shading do look great here, which allows the big red cheese to blend into the background somewhat. The lightning emanating from the bolt on his chest is a nice touch as well, and is certainly different from the modern comic design that glows and swirls and appears to be alive with magic. So what will the panel decide? Will they lean modern or more classic? We'll find out with the utterance of a single cover letter.
Sounds awesome, Bryon. I think you picked two amazing covers. Let's start getting first thought reactions from Cookie from Just a Little Podcast.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another Cover By. This one has me very, very excited because it's a good Florida boy who decided to go and kind of give us this cover, and I'm really, really happy that Bronze Age Bryon was the guy. This guy is an awesome dude in the community, so shout out to Bryon because you're awesome, brother. Can't wait to hang out with you again, hopefully in the near future. February? Let's find out. But yeah, let's get back to the cover. So we got Cover A and Cover B of Shazam Volume 3, Issue 3. And my golly, Miss Molly, because these things are wicked covers. Absolutely sick covers. I don't know how I'm going to pick them. You got Cover A. You got the worm-looking dude who is like mixing a pot of Shazam in a cauldron, and he's looking at the recipe. It's crazy. You have these little rabbits in the corner, it looks like. There's a lot of detail going on. It's extremely vibrant. I love the colors. I am not a big fan of the title of it. I don't really like the title. I think that it could have been a little bit better designed. Nevertheless, the actual art is insanely magnificent, and I am really enjoying this cover. It pops a lot. I love the fact that we're getting Shazam's reflection inside there like he's in pain. It's sick. It's a really cool cover. And then you got Cover B. Now, Cover B for me is really simplistic, but at the same time, really clean. It reminds me a lot of, I just bought his comic now, actually, too. It'll come to me. I just bought his comic. But this cover looks just like it with the negative space, the reflection of the lightning coming off of his chest. I mean, this cover is really cool in its simplistic form. I like the fact that the actual title is not at the top; it's actually at the bottom, kind of showcasing more of the art, more of the simplicity of the art, and I really dig it. I think these covers are both pretty freaking sweet covers, and it's going to be a really, really tough one. I don't know what these guys are going to pick. I don't know what I'm going to pick, but we'll find out soon.
Is he drinking today? Okay, with first thought reactions now, his birthday was just yesterday. Happy belated birthday to Comics for Thomas.
Hey everybody, thank you once again for checking out Cover By. This month we are doing Shazam Volume 3, Number 3. So I'm going to show you the A cover here. I'm not a huge DC guy as known, but always appreciate a nice cover, so we're going to take a look. So you should be seeing the A right here. I'm not super loving this cover, to be honest. I'm just taking a look at it on my phone right now. There's a lot going on, and it just kind of feels like a filler cover. I know it's number 3, so it kind of is a filler book in regards to stories, I'm sure. So again, besides the movies, I don't really know a lot about Shazam. The movies were okay for what they were as well, and I don't know. I'm not really feeling the bug that's on here. I do kind of like there's you can see in the background right under where it's showing Johns and Inglesham and stuff. There's a couple of mice in the background. That's kind of neat. Yeah, just not a lot going on that I'm really it's really catching me, I guess you could say. So now we are on to cover B. I like this cover a lot more. It almost feels like a Virgin variant. I'm not a huge fan of how his face is actually drawn itself, but overall, it's pretty good. I guess the thing is that the face just kind of looks like that. I don't know. They like something like a face that I would see like in the 50s or something. The dad or something. I don't know how to explain this here, but it just it's like a dad turned superhero. But like overall, the cover is nice. I really like the red that's going on. I like how the front part of him here just kind of doesn't. The outline isn't done in black. It's his head just kind of it's all the red just kind of shines right through into the cover. I like what I believe is lightning bolts coming out from his chest as well. So not too bad at all. I would definitely take a second look and be like, oh, what's going on here, right? So
Thanks, Thomas. So I've been a Shazam fan, man, as far back as I can remember. The Shazam ISIS Hour on Saturday mornings was must-watch television for me. I became a huge fan of both of them. I've even had the opportunity to meet one of the actors who played Shazam as well. That was Jackson Bostwick. So that was cool. He was very nice. Looking at these two covers, cover A, I love all of the detail that's in this cover. Even though, as Brian said, Mr. Mind doesn't make an appearance in there. He's one of the most interesting villains that I think that any DC character has. But I love all the detail in this cover. I love the fact that Shazam is front and center on the cover, but he doesn't over-dominate the cover either. I love his integration into the cover. That's pretty cool. So then looking at cover B, it's the complete opposite of cover A. It's just like a solid, almost movie-esque type poster. No background, very minimal here. But there's something really striking about that too. It's almost kind of to me the way it was colored and the angle that they chose to draw this in. It's like lightning just hit and you just saw this image for a brief second while the lightning flashed. So it's a good cover too. I think Brian picked two amazing covers for us to choose between. Only one's going to win though, and it's time to find out which one it's going to be. With his pick, cover A or cover B, here once again is Cookie from Just a Little Podcast.
All right, so we're back. And the cover that this one reminds me of cover B is actually John Christopher Tyler, or John Tyler Christopher, or Christopher John Tyler, or Tyler Christopher John. We're going to figure this out. You guys know exactly what it is. Both these covers are honestly really, really sweet. I don't know what I'm gonna pick. I really don't know. I mean, it's more of like toss a coin up. If it's me and I saw both these covers, I'd pick them both up. Honestly, I think both covers are really, really cool. I might have to go with cover B just because of the simplicity. But I really, really like cover A, and I'm kind of interested. It's Jeff Johns. Jeff Johns is an amazing writer, in my opinion. So I'm kind of interested to see how this story would actually play out and what the plot is about. Seems like it's pretty cool. But yeah, that's my pick.
I definitely think that he's drinking. I'm just saying. So 1 vote for cover B. Comics for Thomas, what are you picking?
So I think it's pretty obvious I am going to go with cover B here. I don't know if I would own either of these comics, but at least B, like I said before, would make me at least take a second look. I like what's going on enough to at least, if I'm flipping through, or not flipping through, but I mean checking out what's on the wall. If this book just came out, for example, I'd be like, oh, okay, what's that? Find out if it's Shazam, kind of take a look and see what's going on, right? So thank you very much.
All right, Thomas, that's 2 votes for cover B, so we know that's going to win. My thought and my pick is actually cover B as well. Not that I didn't enjoy cover A. I thought cover A was very solid. I love all of the details. As I said before during my first thoughts, these covers are polar opposites of one another, and they're both good. At least I think so. But something about B, sometimes less is a little bit more, even though I do love detailed covers. Sometimes less is more. And it was kind of for the way that I described during my first thoughts, where it was kind of like the lightning flashed and this was that brief glimpse you got of Shazam for 1 second. That's kind of what I think of when I look at that cover. So B is going to be the winner. Sorry, cover A. Bye. Cover B the winner 100% today. I've left links for Bronze Age Bryon, Cookie from Just a Little Podcast, and Comics for Thomas's YouTube channel in the description to this video. If you aren't subbed to any of them yet, make sure you do so once this video wraps up. Bronze Age Bryon puts out amazing content. Man, I wish I had an eye for filming the way that he does. And he does these amazing store stop tours, and I can't praise his channel and what he contributes to the community enough. So make sure to check him out if you haven't already. And of course, you should know by now that I'm huge fans of Comics for Thomas and Cookie from Just a Little Podcast. Love those guys so much. Marvel time with our next edition of Cover By in 2 weeks. I'll see you then. Shazam!